We have over 300 House members who've co-sponsored the bill. It only takes 218 to pass. You'd think, what's the problem? Well, the problem is our system. The bill is introduced, it's sent to a committee. It's got to be heard in the committee and reported out of the committee.
I've been living in the United States for 10 years, and all 10 years I've spent in Colorado, and I love that place absolutely. I've been waiting for a green card since 2012, and if the way things are going and nothing changes, it would be another 20 to 50 years before I would get a green card. I'll probably be dead by then.
This is not something where you just show up somewhere without preparation. Preparation is the most important thing, which is why we are here today. We are preparing.
Ravi, your card.
Not having a green card has impacted, just logistically has impacted my ability to travel back home and come back. I've had to, at every given point, I've had to make evaluations on whether I can go back and attend my best friend's wedding, my cousin's wedding. My grandmom passed away, and I wasn't able to go home. And that, I think, was the most profound turning point for me, where I'm here legally, I pay my taxes, I do everything the right way, and I'm still, for some reason, being penalized, or at least there's a perception that I'm being penalized, and I don't understand why.
People I tell your story to, the more they look at me and they said, I'm sorry, did you say 17? I said, no, maybe 70 years. And they just can't believe their ears. They don't understand how this could be fair, how in America we could treat a group of citizens like that and keep them in that constant uncertainty.
Not just to write public comments, but to also get compelling stories in the press and testifying and all kinds of things, and that really depends on finding these compelling stories of the people who have started companies, the people who have started daycares, the people who are living their version of the American dream and could have it all taken away.
They say that watching legislation being made is like making sausage. It's just not very pleasant to watch.
But if you're an American, they don't think of it this way. They think of America as the land of opportunity. And they think of it as opportunity as their gift to the world. So they think of it as they are letting 1 million people in a year who have no opportunity anywhere else. So they don't view immigration as something to enhance the country. They look at it as something that the country is doing for the world.
You are doing a favor to these people. You are staying here, providing your brains to this country that doesn't have enough brains. Go look around. There's,
I just had an H-1B extension last week, filed the week before last, and we just had on a team dinner, we had a question, what happens if something happens to the H-1B? And my company was not concerned about losing my position. They do not have any operations in India, but they're happy to start a company in India and have me employed back in India. The big concern that my vice president and president had is, how are my kids going to take it? It's not about the money, it's not about the work. I would be able to start the company's operations immediately in India and be the head of the Indian operations. And I really admire this in my management, my company, my president. I'm really very thankful to the way they think about it. They're more concerned about how the kids would. It's going to be really shattering for the kids.
Let me just say that I understand that we have to wait for a crisis. That's just the way this place works. It shouldn't work that way.
It is already crisis.
No, I understand you, but the problem is your crisis is a slow motion one, right? It's happening slowly every day. No, hold on a second. I don't mean to, I'm not trying to, hold on, I want to make sure before you criticize me, I want to make sure that my thought is expressed the way I intended it to be expressed, which is...
I apologize if I
Don't
got too
apologize.
emotional, but
No,
it's
no,
just so personal that...
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I can't help it.
And David is also very passionate, and he believes in this. I know that. And David and I speak very often, and when we talk, it always turns out to be fine in the end.
Yeah.
Will I be here tomorrow? If I lose my job, do I have to go home? What about my children when they turn 21? What if something horrible happens to my spouse? Right? What does that do to my status?
Then there was always this hope that our green cards will get processed soon. How bad can it be? But they're still processing
the green card applications from 2008 for the last 3 years. So like, you know, that you can see that it's not going to be like what you expected it to be, plus all these changes. It's just like, you know, every day is like, okay, we don't know how long we're here for, and we have 2 kids. Now this is the only country that they know, and this is the only life that they know. So again, if it was just me and my husband, we might actually be fine just, you know, leaving the country, and we can go back to India. We always have our own country, right? But you know, now that we have kids, and you know, we want them to have the life that they have here, it's just, you know, becoming more and more frustrating.
I'm an American, but I'm not considered an American, and I'm an Indian, but I'm not considered an Indian. And it would be very hard for me to go back. I'll probably live with my family because I've got uncles and aunts, and I've got a massive family there. But to them, I'm a foreigner. I barely know the country because I've only been there on vacations and for like a few years when I was a kid. But it would be hard for me. It would be very hard for me to thrive there because I don't speak the language.
Change of law is going to be a long, draining process. It's not going to be an easy fix.
Keep on persistently asking the same thing over and over and over again politely. And I'm hoping that it'll make some dent someday. Water can cut through stone. Only thing stopping is the time. You can cut through stone drip by drip by drip. You just have to be, you know, patient enough to have so many drips.